All right, everyone, welcome to week 12 of fantasy football. Playoffs are right there. You can smell it, like you can still smell the turkey that I'm sure a lot of you have leftovers of. Happy Thanksgiving. And let's get to the picks for this week. We have, let's get to the studs first. Studs from last week: Ben, Andy, John. You kept your hopes up. You kept your season alive. Good job. Dud, me, Heiser, Tyler, Aaron. When we needed wins, we didn't get them. Still, only one player's done, and that's Drew. But we do have three people that are in for sure. They're locked in: Nick, Ben, and Jim. And here's the crazy thing: there's a 90-point difference from the fourth place person to the eighth place person, and not necessarily in that order. That means not only are we rooting for ourselves and against others, we're also just rooting for low scores. So in case we don't win, we can win tiebreakers. And you'll see from my predictions here in a little bit that a tiebreaker is going to decide the last spot. But first, let's get to the wins we have to overcome. Andy, you got to overcome 15. Aaron, you got to overcome 14. Heiser and Ben Baker, you have to overcome 13. Me, Tim, and Chris, we got to overcome 12 each. Jim, 11. Tyler and John, 9 wins. Nick, 8 wins. And then Ben Black, 6 wins. So here's my prediction. Nick, Ben Baker, and Chris, and Jim, you're in the top 4 spots. And then Tyler, you're in the 5th spot. And then the 6th spot, I believe, is going to go to John Davis in a high point tiebreaker against me and maybe even one other person. So I think that's what's going to happen. But I think, John, you're going to squeeze in at the high point. So let's get to the picks for this week. I have me over Aaron, but man, this makes me nervous if Charcandrick West doesn't play. With no West, I need a lot from Cleveland. That means I got to get them to shut down Allen, the new running back for Baltimore, and I need lots of points from Travis Benjamin and Barnage. That makes me nervous, but some dumb reason I believe, so I get the win. I have Ben over Drew. Why am I always tempted to pick Drew? Is it because he beat me? I'm starting to wonder if that's just messing with my mind. But it's because I like his team until I see his double wide receiver from Indianapolis. So you lose. Ben, you stay alive on the legs of Rawls, which that kind of hurts, doesn't it? Because you got to cheer for him to do awesome against Pittsburgh as you cheer for Pittsburgh. I always hate those moments. Let's get to Game of the Week number 1. For back-to-back weeks, too, we have Jim and Tyler playing against each other. And Tyler came out on Thanksgiving and threw the first punch with Calvin Johnson. But then Jim answers with Carolina's defense. So, unfortunately, with how I see the rest of it playing out, I have Jim winning. Tyler, you need a lot from Gurley, and I just don't think you're going to get enough this week out of him. I have Baker over Chris. It's close. I don't really like or trust Ryan or Coleman. And Miller against the Jets defense, I don't think it's very favorable. But I think, Baker, you're going to get enough solid points from Johnson, Martin, and Demaryius Thomas. So I think that you got the edge there. Game of the Week number 2. I have John over Chris. John over Heiser. Ouch. Heiser, you have to win this or you're out. Same thing with you, John. I think both of you, whichever one of you wins, is still alive. I think the other one's done. So, ouch is a big game, and I give it to John. Murray and Jones, they stunk. And then Lacey wakes up from the dead, and Gano kicks like crazy. That's too much to overcome already, Heiser. Sorry to ruin your Thanksgiving. Next, I have Andy, and last I have Andy. Man, you could have used those Stafford points this week. He had 44 on your bench, but Detroit on Thanksgiving Day is usually a tragedy, so I totally understand why you didn't play him. But maybe that curse, maybe that's the bad luck, I don't know, but I got Nick getting the edge here. Just too much Dalton, and then for you, Andy, not enough McCoy or Evans is what I see. So those are my picks for this week. I'm super excited for football on Sunday. 1, the Browns can't lose again because they play on Monday night. But 2, I just am excited to see how this unfolds. I think next week we'll have a good idea, and we won't have literally like everyone but Drew still with the chance to make it. So enjoy football. And again, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Advent. Those of you that focus on that. Christ is coming like he has come, and I look forward to the day. See you.